I would say that on an average per annum, the spend from an analytics perspective is roughly about 100 rupees to 120 rupees per patient per annum. So at 1.25 billion population, we are at least looking at a 2.5 to 3 billion market at the minimum. So it's pretty interesting. So if you look at the way we handle, for example, the hospitals, the providers, it will be broken down into operational, revenue, and clinical segments. So I'll give an example in each one of those cases. So let me start with revenue. The first thing that we do is that the CEO of a hospital or a chain of hospitals wakes up in the morning. It actually be able to see what was the performance as of yesterday in terms of his revenue, in terms of his collections, in terms of his costs, etc. On his phone. But more importantly, what we do is we actually showcase the information 6 months from now, 3 months from now, what would their revenue be, which departments are going to perform well, which individuals will perform well, and who will not be performing. So based upon that, they can actually work a lot more closely with their departments to see how they can increase their revenue or optimize their costs and so on and so forth. A simple example would be from the perspective that campaigns, to increase their revenue. So most of the hospitals today do not have very targeted campaigns. So the next month is Cardiac Day, World Cardiac Day, so they would have a cardiac campaign. What we would do as a very quick example is that the system has the ability to read any kind of structured and unstructured data, and it applies machine learning and deep learning techniques. So for example, there's a patient who had a transient ischemic attack. So that's like a reversible stroke. The system basically reads the radiology report, and it realizes that 1 in 10 patients basically who have a TIA or a transient ischemic attack also suffer from have an aneurysm. So an aneurysm is like a walking time bomb, and it needs to be ballooned, or the procedure is called digital subtraction angiography. So what we do is we check whether the patients have actually got that procedure done or not, and we would be able to now create a very targeted campaign for the hospital and say that, this is a targeted market or patients that you should go after, which will be very, very specific, because DSA typically costs between 1.5 to 2.5 lakhs. So on an average 2 lakh rupees with 200 patients is a 4 crore revenue that they can generate in a very, very short time. And so you don't really have to take out a machine gun and try firing at all across the place and hoping that you would hit the target. So this is one of the things that we're doing from a revenue perspective. Operationally, we help them optimize their inventory, save lakhs, crores of rupees for the hospitals by ensuring that they don't procure too much of material, nor they procure too less material. We also help them in terms of reducing their average length of stay, which is extremely important for them to increase their revenue, increase their profitability. That's from an operational perspective that we handle. From a clinical perspective, it's extremely important. We have about 60 predictive models, and each of the models, so it is across hypertension, diabetes, hyperlipidemia, cancer, other chronic diseases, cardiovascular diseases, nephrology, and so on and so forth. The ability to look at, for example, a diabetic patient and telling the diabetic patient, what is the probability of him getting with a high degree of accuracy, and in how many days would he get a diabetic retinopathy or a nephropathy or a neuropathy, and ensuring that, or at least trying to delay the progression of that particular disease, is what we are helping. So basically helping people to have better, healthier lives. So our entire mission is basically to give 100 million years of healthy lives back to humanity. So I could probably speak. So all of these basically are on a platform, and a platform is called Querent. So we also have something called image analytics. So imaging analytics is like the future. It uses deep neural networks, and it's machine learning kind of techniques that are basically used in it. And this is the ability to read medical images without a radiologist actually looking at it. So today we have worked on fundoscopic images, where an ophthalmologist will typically look at that and say whether the patient has diabetic retinopathy and then what grade stage of DR the patient is on. And with a 90% accuracy, our system can do that today. Now we are working on CT lung and breast cancer. So the ability to assist the doctors by automatically reading these images and saying that whether the patient would need an FNAC in case of a breast cancer, or the patient has any kind of nodules which are actually cancerous in nature, is something that the system can do automatically. So we are presently at about 60-65% kind of accuracy, hoping to reach about 90% accuracy very soon. So this platform typically has about 5 products. So something called the ACO, the population health management, syndromic surveillance, business intelligence, and the imaging analytics. And in the underlying, we use machine learning techniques. It has got a huge amount of data. It's got 100 million unique patient records of data, 30 billion individual data elements that is there. So we have one of the largest data sets that exists in the market today. So the workforce is pretty small because we have about 22 IITians, extremely smart guys. We have about 6 doctors on the team, both in the United States and India, and that's the team which basically delivers most of these amazing results. We also have a fantastic technical team of about 10 people who assist both the clinicians and the data scientists to deliver the platform. So it's basically a SaaS-based platform, and it's a very small team that delivers this for a large set of customers. So as of today, we have 1,650 captive customers across the United States, Asia, and Africa. And in India itself, there are 1,100 captive customers that we have today, and we expect that to grow to about 2,000 by December of this year. I think we will be the largest data aggregator in terms of the sheer size of hospitals and clinics outside of the United States, and we expect to be one of the top 5 players in the United States market. We believe we are the largest player outside of the US, definitely the largest player in India, in some parts of Asia. In the US, we are still smaller than some of the top 10 boys. So we expect to have over 400 million unique patients by 2017 December.